Here's Klaas Nienhuis, and I want to show you my progress on my mapping script. And today I want to show you how to make an image like this. It's got OpenStreetMap data and it's got an aerial photo, in this case from Bing. Very cool. And well, let's start. We're going to start from scratch. So I'm going to delete what I have here. I'm going to pick a location. For instance, I'm going to pick Hanover, and what you do, it's most convenient, is you say what's here, and then you copy these coordinates into the script. Let me open the script for you. And here it is. You paste them in here. Please note that there is longitude, latitude, and not the other way around. And I'm going to first download a piece of 2.5 kilometers by 2.5 kilometers. It will take a minute, but I will show you in real time how quick this is. So it's sending over the request to the OpenStreetMap server. It's a German city, so there's a lot of OpenStreetMap data there. So it might be a big download. In the meanwhile, I can tell you about other improvements I've made to the script. I have added map projection options. There are two map projections at the moment, mercator and transverse mercator. Mercator is very common. It's used in the Google Maps and Bing Maps and so on, the stuff you see online. It looks great, but it has big distortions, especially if you move towards the poles. Transverse Mercator can be very accurate for smaller areas, especially for cities. It's incredibly accurate. So you can actually integrate, for instance, buildings you've made into the map. Okay, the data has been saved. Let's go pick it. Obviously this can be improved. And now I can make my map. But let's first check out the projections. So I can pick here Mercator, Transverse Mercator. I'm going to pick the Transverse Mercator. I'm going to use an anchor and origin for the projection. In this case, I'm going to pick the origin, which is the same as the location I've downloaded. This will result in the least amount of distortions. So I think this looks good. Let's make the map. Again, there are about 25,000 pieces of geometry here, so it runs through them. But it's pretty quick, and it identifies each way and gives it a name. So you have buildings and highways. Actually, any way is called highway. It's really awkward, I think. Land use, natural, waterways, railway, and so on. And some of them he can't identify. There's always some stuff which hasn't been tagged properly, but yeah, don't bother too much. I'm going to add more projections, which will allow you to also make nice global maps. So for now, don't download a global data set because it will crash your computer. So let's wait this out. There might be really long ways. What I do when I download the data, I select everything within the bounding box you've selected, but also everything which touches the edges of the bounding box. This way you never get shapes which aren't finished, but you will get very large shapes in some cases. So here's the data set, and you can see this is the area we've picked, but because the bounding box we selected touches some other items, you actually get a lot of data here. So usually railways are really long, more trains, maybe some administrative boundaries which are always very long. You can slice them off, but yeah, why bother? So here's the data set. Nice, but I want to have an image. So I've added a map image option. At the moment there are two tile servers you can pick, either Bing or OpenStreetMap. I'm going for Bing at the moment. Well, these settings, they kind of determine the resolution and the accuracy of the map. But let's take these because I tested them before. So let's make the map. Boom. And what's happening now is that the script is connecting with Bing, is downloading the tiles, and then it's assembling them in a larger image and then reprojecting that image into the transverse mercator projection. So let's have a look how that's coming along. So here are the separate tiles, and here's the mosaic which is being made, and actually the reprojected image is already done. Quicker than I expected. Mapping is always a little bit off, so it really sucks. So there it is. So let's see how accurate this is. It should match nicely with the outlines from OpenStreetMap, and this looks pretty good. And because this is transverse mercator, it should be really accurate as well. So let's measure something in the map. Let's open the layers. Yeah. So let's measure this stadium. So let's measure the soccer field. That's I assume it's soccer. So this field is 112 meters. And let's go to Google Earth and measure that same field. There we go, 111, 112. So if you would have your own 3D model of this stadium, you could easily place it in here and it would fit, which is a huge benefit. So we have the script made all kinds of layers. So let's select a few layers I want to use for creating my map, and I want to have the highways. So here we go. This is the data set I want to have, and let's style this. So styling the map means extruding buildings and sweeping the shapes. So let's go. We're going, it's styling all the items. The long railways always take a little bit of time. And there we go. So we're done with the script. And this is what we've made. Really cool. And to be complete, let's just render this. Because that's nice. And here, this video is about 10 minutes. Within 10 minutes you got a chunk of a city mapped and ready to be used in your own visualizations. So there's a lot of development still going on, and I will keep you posted with my progress. Okay, bye bye.